So here in this video I will bring material. The title is listening. Okay, thank you for the lecture, Putusanti Oktarina SPD MPD. And for our group member, there is me. My name is Kadek Juliariani. The second one, Nikadek Lindayanti. The third one, Nikadek Sriadiningse. The last one, Nilo Nuni Martianti. So here I will discuss. There is 4 points. For the first one, there is extensive and intensive listening. The second one, there is film and video. The third one, there is listening and film lesson sequence. The last one, there is the sound of music. Okay, for the first presenter, the time is yours.
Hello everyone, I'm Nikadek Sriadiningsih as the second presenter. Alright, I will talk about extensive and intensive listening. Extensive listening, intensive listening using audio, who can control the recorded material, intensive listening, live listening, and the last one, intensive listening, the role of the teacher. Okay, the next is extensive listening. Just as we can claim that extensive reading help a student to acquire vocabulary and grammar. It makes student better reader. So extensive listening, where a teacher encourages students to choose for themselves what they listen to and to do so far for pleasure and general language improvement. Can also have a dramatic effect on a student language learning. Extensive listening will usually take place outside the classroom, in the student home, car, or on personal MP3 player as they travel from one place to another. The motivational power of such an activity increases dramatically when students make their own choice about what they are going to listen to. Material for extensive listening can be obtained from a number of sources. Many students will enjoy reading and listening at the same time. Using the reader both in book form and on audio track, students can also have their own copy of course book, CD or type, or recording which accompany other book written especially at their level. And alternatively, they can be kept in a book or some other container which can be taken into classroom. We will then want to keep a record of which student have a borrowed with item. Where possible, we shall employ student in the task of recording keeping. Okay, the next material is my friend. My friend, time is yours.
Okay, the next material is intensive listening. There is using audio material. Intensive listening using audio material have 2 points. There is advantage and disadvantage. Okay, number 1 is advantage. Recorded material allows children to hear a variety of different words apart from just their own teachers. It gives them an opportunity to meet a range of different characters, especially where real people are talking. Number 2, disadvantage. In big classroom with poor acoustics, the audibility of recorded material often gives cause of concern. It is sometimes difficult to ensure that all the students in a room can hear equally well.
Okay, I would you like who control the recording material? Students control stop and start. Same teacher gets students to control the speed of recorded listening. They tell their teacher when they want the recording to be paused and when they are happy for it to resume. Alternatively, a student can be at the control and ask his other classmates to stay when they to stop or go on. Students have access to different machines. If we have to pass or resource, it is a very good idea to have students listen to different messages in small groups. This means that they can listen at a speed of a small group rather than at the speed of the whole class. Students work in language laboratory or listening center. In a language laboratory, all the students can listen to material or do exercise or watch film clip at the same time in they are in lockstep. That is all working with the same audio clip at the same time.
Alright, intensive listening. Intensive listening is it live listening. Intensive listening is a popular way of ensuring continuous communication is a live listening where the teacher and or visitor the class to talk the student. Live listening can take the following forms, such as for the first one there is reading aloud. Reading aloud is it an enjoyable activity when done with conviction and style is for the teacher to read aloud the class. And the second one there is storytelling. In storytelling, teachers are ideally placed to tell story which in turn provide excellent listening material. And the third one there is interview. One of the most motivating listening activity in the live interview, especially where students themselves think up the question. And the last one, there is conversation. If we can persuade a colleague to come to our class, we can hold conversation with them about English or any other subject. So, for the next material, will be bring with my friend. The time is yours.
The next material is intensive listening. There is the rules of the teacher. In this material have a 4 points. There is organizer, machine operator, and feedback organizer, and the last is prompters. Okay, number 1, organizer. We need to tell students actually what their listening purpose is and give them clear introduction about who achieved it. Number 2 is machine operator. When we use audio material, we need to be as efficient as possible in the way we use the audio players. Number 3 is feedback organizer. When our students have completed the task, we should lead a feedback session to check that they have completed it successfully. And the last is prompter. When students have listened to a recording for comprehension purpose, we can prompt them listen to it again in order to notice a variety of language and spoken features.
Okay, the next is film and video. So far, we have a talk about recorded material as audio material only. But of course, we can also have a student listen while they watch film clip on video DVD or online. There are many good reasons for students to watch while they listen. In the first place, they get to see language in use. This allows them to see a whole lot of paralinguistic behavior. For example, they can see how intonation match a facial expression and what gesture accompany certain phrases. For example, soldier when someone says I don't know, and they can pick up a range of cross-cultural clues. Film allows student entry into a whole range of other communication words. They see how different people stand when they talk to each other, how close they are, for example, or what sort of food people eat. Unspoken rules of behavior in social and business situations are easier to see on film than to describe in a book or hear on audio track. Viewing techniques. All of the following viewing techniques are designed to awaken the student curiosity, the prediction, so that when they finally watch the film sequence in its entirety, they will have some expectation about it. Fast forward. The teacher press the play button and then fast forward the DVD or video so that the sequence should pass silently and at great speed. Talking only a few seconds, when it is over, the teacher can ask students what the extract was all about and whether they can guess what the character were saying. Viewing techniques. All of the following viewing techniques are designed to awaken the student curiosity, the prediction, so that when they finally watch the film sequence in its entirety, they will have some expectation about it. Fast forward. The teacher presses the play button and fast forward the DVD or video so that the sequence should pass silently and at great speed, taking only a few seconds. Silent viewing for language. The teacher plays the film extract at normal speed but without the sound. Students have to guess what the characters are saying. Silent viewing for music. The same technique can be used with music. Teacher show a sequence without sound and ask students to say what kind of music they will put behind in and why. See section D below. Press frame. At any stage during a video sequence, we can press the picture, stopping the participant dead in their track. Partial viewing. One way of provoking the student curiosity is to allow them only a partial view of the picture on the screen. We can use a piece of card to cover most of the screen, only leaving the edge on view. And the last one, a variation of partial viewing occurs when the teacher uses a large divider placed at right angles to the screen so that half the class can only see one half of the screen, while the rest of the class can only see the other half. Okay, the next is my friend. My friend, time is yours.
Alright. Listening and mix technique. Listening routines based on the same principle as those for viewing are similarly designed to provoke engagement and expectation. Such as, for the first one, there is featureless listening or language. The teacher convert the screen, turn the monitor away from the student, or turn the brightness control right down. The student down listen to the dialogue and have to the guess such things as where is talking place and who the speaker are. Can they guess your age? For example, what they think the speaker actually look. And the second one, there is featureless listening or music, where an excerpt has a profound music track. Students can listen to it and then say, based on the mood it appears to convey, what kind of sign they think it accompanies and where is taking place. And the third one, there is featureless listening or sound effect. In a sense, without dialogue, students can listen to sound effect. To guess what is happening. For example, a gas tube, eggs being broken and prayed, coffee being poured, and milk and sugar. They then tell the story they think they have just heard. And the fourth one, there is featureless or space. We can divide the class into so that half of the class face the screen and half face away. The student who can see screen have to describe what is happening. So what is happening to the student who cannot. And the last one, there is subtitle. There are many ways we can use subtitle film. John's Pilot 2008 194 suggests that one way to enable students to listen to authentic material is to allow them to have subtitles to help them. Okay, so the next material will be explained with my friend. Okay, the time is yours.
Okay, I would like listening and film lesson quiz. Listening is our beginning of a reading, which is the main focus of a lesson. Listening can occur of any number of points in the teaching sequence. The K. There is no skill can be stand alone. Okay, I would like example 1. Interfering track activities like listening, skill-free teaching, and listening for specific information, listening for detail. If possible, teacher can bring a stranger into the classroom to talk to students will be very interested if they are native speaker of their language. There is no reason why they should not include completed English speaker. Therefore, students can ask their interrogators. They write down their question, for example, biodata or biography, immediately listen and record every word and it speaks. Okay, I want to like example number 2, story island. Activity getting everyone in the right order, skill predicting, listening for kids, young adult and about level lower intermediate. There they are given the opportunity in point or group to say what they think is happening in each picture. A teacher will neither confirm nor deny their premeditation. Students are then told that they will be listening to the recording and that they must put the feature in the correct chronological order, which is not the same order they were heard in. Okay, I want to like example number 3, telephone message. Activity, taking message, skill predicting, reasoning for specific information, again, take next level elementary. This sequence searching a teacher make as their partner to help they will help them play the role of housekeeper, or for example, and 3 color their sequence begging when the teachers ask students what type of text message people might live for their family member if they reflective upon call right to our urge. The message is often quite simple. Okay, I want to like for example number 4, breakfast activity, listening to custom around the world, skill listening for general understanding, listening for the time, retelling information. Again, young adult or to level elementary. The teacher start the sequence by asking students to say what they eat for breakfast today. They sort tell other is their partner or group. She feature information about the sick people on board. See next page. They try to predict what those people have for breakfast. Students now here with sick character take about their down whatever one say for breakfast. Just food, no worries about additive.
Okay, example number 5 is storytelling. The activity is listening to monologues. The skill is listening for guest listening oral language, and the age is adult, and the level is upper intermediate plus. And example number 6 is phrase gift giving. The activity is word game listening. The skill is listening for specific information, listening for detail, and listening for acting out. The age is any, and the level is intermediate plus. And example number 7 is witness statement. The activity is being observant. The skill is watching or listening for detail, and the age is any, and the level is elementary and above. And example number 8 is differentiation and different sex. The activity is making change, and the skill is watching for guests, interpreting text. And the age is young, adult, and above, and the level is lower, intermediate, and above. Example number 9 is play the audio of film. Unspoken rules of behavior in social and business situations are easier to see in movies than to be explained in books or heard on audio tracks. As with audio material, film extracts can be used as the main focus of a lesson sequence or as part of another and longer sequence.
Alright. Listening and mix technique. Listening routines based on the same principle as those for viewing are similarly designed to provoke engagement and expectation. Such as, for the first one, there is featureless listening or language The teacher convert the screen, turn the monitor away from the student, or turn the brightness. Control, write down. The student then listen to the dialogue and have to the guest such things as where is talking place and who the speaker are. Can the gesture egg, for example, what they think the speaker actually look. And the second one, there is featureless listening or music, where an excerpt has a profound music track. Student can listen to it and then say, based on the mood it appears to convey, what kind of sign they think it accompanies and where is taking place. And the third one, there is featureless listening or sound effect. In a sense, without dialogue, students can listen to sound effect. To guess what is happening. For example, a gas tube, eggs being broken and bread, coffee being poured, and milk and sugar. They then tell the story they think they have just heard. And the fourth one, there is featureless or space. We can divide the class into so that half of the class face the screen and half face away. The student who can see screen have to describe what is happening. So what is happening to the student who cannot. And the last one, there is subtitle. There are many ways we can use subtitle film. John's Pilot 2008 194 suggests that one way to enable students to listen to authentic material is to allow them to have subtitles to help them. Okay guys, that's all about our presentation. I do apologize if in our group have a mistake. So thank you for your attention. Have a great day.